Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I know it's been quite a few months since I've made a video. Just had life going on. I don't know if I've told y'all, I sold my other tent, so I ain't even been camping in, I think since March, and this is October, so it's been a long time. I can't show you what I did do, but I do have a completely new setup. I don't like the ratchet straps. I've just got them for this weekend. Because I got me a new, I don't know if y'all can see that, maybe a new Roam case to store stuff in, and then I got my kitchen stuff, and I'll show you all that stuff probably tomorrow. A friend of mine is coming up from, I think she lives in Hilton Head or something like that. So she's coming up and take her camping for tonight. She's leaving in the morning. She's wanting to try out her new setup, and she bought a new 4Runner, so she's wanting to try it out. I'm gonna take her somewhere easy. She's just now getting into the whole, like, even being off-road stuff, as far as herself driving and stuff. So I'm gonna take her somewhere easy, just a dirt road, probably to the Russell Refuge, where I've been several times that I showed you guys. So yeah, I'm gonna do that, and then tomorrow when she leaves, I figured I'd open up everything and kind of show you the new setup. Not a whole lot has changed as far as with the truck. I know y'all seen that I did the rear shocks and all that, which I haven't even showed y'all the rear shocks that I got. I guess I can show y'all those now. These are the shocks I went with from that video before. They're the Fox, fully adjustable, controlled and dampening. They're dirty, of course. I think these are the 2.5s I went with, the race series. Maybe that'll show up in there. Focus. There we go. So yeah, I haven't even showed y'all those. So those are on there. I'm trying not to show you the other stuff. Now all of the lights on the truck are rigid, which y'all remember that was rigid, this was rigid. But now I've got these as rigids, and I've got the Alpha Rex headlights, which are actually made for the 2015 and up, and mine's an 06, but I made my own brackets and stuff. Still got to order a grill so that it follows the lines a little bit better, but those are amazing headlights. But yeah, that's done a few other changes. New switch on the inside, new propane, it's mounted completely differently. Got several things that's different. I figured I'd just do like kind of a show y'all everything tomorrow type stuff. But I was gonna do an intro today and kind of hang out by the fire tonight. Hoping to get there before dark. It's not that far, as y'all know. I live here in Habersham, so it's on the other side of Habersham. So it's like a 20-minute drive, and we'll be there. So yeah, I guess that's it. I want to make a video so I can start getting, since now that I have my setup and everything back up and running, we should be able to get back in the woods more, and start going out further and stuff like I was last year, like when we went to Cape Lookout and other places. So yeah, I got a few other things today I'm going to try to knock out before this evening, and then I guess I'll see y'all when I get on the road. I'm not bringing Tacoma. I believe that she is bringing her dogs, so if so, I was just going to leave him. He's over at Nanner and Pop, so he's getting fed chicken and biscuits and everything else. So I figured I'd let him chill over there this weekend, and that way I can try out my new setup and see what all I need and what I need to bring for him, because now the way everything is, it's pretty tall, so it's going to be even harder to get him up into the new setup and everything else. So may end up having to build him a bed that folds out in the bed of the truck, you know, his own little tent thing. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do yet, which actually may work out perfectly. Right here inside the side of the tent, have like a little bed that folds down, and then have him his own little tent attached to it or something. So I'm not really sure. Either way. All right, well, I guess I'm gonna get back to work, and we'll see y'all this evening. What's up, guys? Good morning. It's like 11:30, I think. Golly, the next day. We got here last night. I ended up having to go on a tow call to Atlanta, so it was late before we got here. basically almost dark by the time we got set up. So I didn't even fool with video or anything last night. Did build a little fire, and then I went and found that firewood over there at the other campground, so I got it this morning. Just me here. So I thought I would show y'all the new setup, I guess, if you would like to, if y'all even care about it. But here it is. It's the Cvt, but it's the version that they collaborated, or however you say that word, with the Bush company. It's the AX27. It's a gigantic friggin' tent. I mean, I don't even know if this video is going to do it justice or not. But y'all know how tall my truck is on 37s, and you can imagine how tall that thing is. Right now, I'm still running the way it came, with a little, I guess, awning or rain fly, whatever you want to call it. I'm trying to decide if I'm going to leave it or not. I'm not really sure. There's nothing to it. I mean, those two poles just pop in like normal. There's nothing to it at all. There's the Bush Company's logo, and then CVT's. Which, when I bought this tent, I drove up to Chattanooga, bought it and a few other things. I actually bought one of the 270 awnings from Bush Company, but we got confused, and they accidentally sold me a right-handed one, which would have come off the passenger side, and I need a left-handed one, so I couldn't use it. But unfortunately, I'm stuck with it, but that's okay. So I just put my old one back on there. Until then, I've got the other one for sale. Once it sells, I'll buy me the left-handed one. Cvt was nice enough just to give me a bag, so I turned it into a boot bag. So when I climb up there, got my boots or whatever. The ladder actually has that mount, and it comes with a spare, so I added that one. And here's the fancy ladder. I did go ahead and buy a Cvt shower tent while I was there. It's kind of hard to see because I'm up in the bushes here. But I bought their shower tent. Hasn't been used yet. Since I did this and the other stuff, I don't have a table now for my heated shower, so I'm actually going to build something, I think, that clips there and there for the shower to sit on. But for now, I've just got it wedged up with a ratchet strap, and that it works for today. But yeah, so far, I'm digging it. That tent is amazing. I got in it. I woke up this morning at like 10:30, and I thought it was like 5:30. It's double layered. Give me one second, let me climb up here. It's got double the thickness of material, so when you're inside, it's complete darkness. See, that light's from this. Every time I close the blinds, it's crazy how dark it is. It comes with all the pockets, and of course I'll show y'all a better video later. And it does come with, right behind the heater, I don't know if you can see those four little screw looking things. Let's see if I can get some more light in there. Yeah, see that red box? There's one there, and there's one on the other side of my sleeping bag, and it comes pre-wired for cell phone chargers and cigarette plugs. I haven't had yet a chance to wire it up yet, but they came pre-wired to an Anderson plug, which is kind of hard to see. Maybe you can see those wires hanging down right in there. I already bought the other Anderson plug to make it work. A chance to wire it up yet. To make it work, rack. You can see how much shorter the roof rack is because the tent hangs over so far. Weighs 200 and, you can't quote me on it, but I think 206 pounds versus the Cvt Cascadia that I was going to go with is 150. So you're looking at 50-60 pounds different. But what I liked about this one is it's the extra thickness. I didn't like the way it looked on the truck until I got everything else on it, but I like the fact that you can leave your sleeping bag, your tent, not your sleeping bag, your sleeping bag, pillow, jacket, whatever you need to, and the tent will still close. It takes, just like the Cascadia or anything else, maybe 10 seconds to set up. And that's just because my truck's so tall, I have to set up the ladder and everything else just to even be able to open the thing. But last night was the first time I've slept in it. I've owned this tent for probably a month and a half, maybe 2 months, something like that. And this is the first time that has even left the shop. you know, where I work at. Because by the time I got the tent on, then I had to raise up my bed rack. Then I didn't like the way the bed rack was wiggly, so I built brackets for that, and then I added brackets for this, and I didn't like everything. My lights that I normally have here for the kitchen, you know, it used to stick on my old tent. They went bad, so I don't have those. I did wire up some new rigids on both sides for backup lights, and I did put in a phone charger. If y'all ever like a waterproof phone charger, so you leave your cord, you run it down through the rubber, and it's waterproof. So I got that wired in. A new way that I mounted my propane tank, which is actually a fire extinguisher mount. I don't know if y'all can see that back there. It's kind of hard to see what holds it to the rail of the Tacoma, you know, this rail. Use a fire extinguisher mount. That way whenever I get ready to fill it up, pop it out, we're good to go. I'm hooked up water to my water tank up there. But this one is basically like for Tacoma to get water, for me to give him a bath, for me to wash dishes, so on and so forth. I got my propane permanently run, and it's all curled up, so all I have to do is just do that, and it comes out. So for cooking or whatever, you know, right here on the slide out, or I mean not slide out, swing out, whatever. So I don't have to fool with that. So yeah, oh yeah, there's my little speaker. There's still several more things to do. I really wish I had my 270 on because it's so much easier to open, and it was amazing. Problem is, since they sold me the right-handed and we didn't notice it when I mounted it on this side. So the tent was, or the awning was upside down. But because you don't open the package until you get it mounted and everything else, or else you get it dirty. So I left it closed. But it's all right. So I'll eventually get another one. So we'll have the 270 awning that wraps all the way around 3/4 of the truck. So that'll be great. Yeah, that tent, man. Tent's amazing. I think CVT is about to stop collaborating with them. They said that it costs so much to, you know, get them shipped from South Africa and all that stuff over to the U.S. I got mine in Chattanooga, and when I bought this one, there was one left, and I think Las Vegas had one or so. So they're probably either all gone or almost gone. And that's another reason why I went with it, because not too many people will have, you know, a Bush Company / CVT, you know, partnership tent around here. So yeah, I freaking love it. It's so cool in there. Like I woke up, it's like, I think it's like 80 degrees, 85 degrees. I wasn't hot. I was actually still covered up. They say that since they double insulate it, and in between the double layers of fabric, they put some kind of solar thing that helps block the heat out. And then in the winter time, it actually holds the heat in. I was warm all night long. You got your big vent up there. It's kind of hard to see. There we go. Big breather vent, so there was no, you know, condensation or sweat on the walls last night. It's awesome. So I suggest anybody that's looking for, you know, one of these clamshell tents or hard shell, whatever you want to call it, most definitely CVT's Cascadia's. Amazing tent. That's actually what I was planning on going with. And then I got to doing the research on their collab. I'm like, I definitely want that. So if you can find one, it's an amazing tent. If you can't, CVT's is just as good. It's not as robust as far as thick, but still a dang good tent either way. But yeah, I'm digging it. What do y'all think? Let me back up here and show y'all what it looks like from afar. There we go. As you can tell, it's massive. Like y'all know how tall my truck is. And I can stand up in that side of that tent at the tallest point with just my neck bent over. And I'm 6'1" or so. I mean, that thing is massive. But dang is it comfy. 3-inch memory foam mattress. 2 different types of memory foam in it. So you get the softness at the top and then some kind of like firmness or something so it doesn't squish down in the bottom. Thing I liked about it though is just like the CVTs, everything mounts to it. So like you see, I bought the brackets from Bush Company that are made for the 270, of course, because I thought I was using the 270. But you have the tracks just like the CVTs or whatever all the way around it, so you can attach, you know, anything that you want to, which is how I have my Cvt shower tent attached. Just a freaking awesome tent, and I can't wait to do some actual like snow and winter and storm camping. I think it'll perform a whole lot better than my other one, even though my other one performed absolutely amazing. So I can't wait to try this one. I'm hoping to be able to do some longer trips, you know, a week, 2 weeks at a time. So this should make it a whole lot easier, set up, take down, you know, every day. Instead of spending 30 minutes on that other one, climbing up and down the tires and trying to, you know, fold it in, all this stuff. I think I can put this one away. The one time, this is only the second time it's ever been opened. The first time I opened it and closed it, I think I closed it within like 15-20 seconds, and that's, you know, me taking my time because I don't know what I'm doing. So I would say it'll make a big game changer for people who are going to, you know, change spots every day, wake up, move, and it'll be a whole lot, you know, of a time saver, I guess. So all right, well, it's time to try out the Cvt shower, the shower tent. I'm gonna get a shower, and then I guess we'll cook us some breakfast. Apart right in the sun, of course I would. So I'm not really sure what to do about that. Normally, you know, remember on the old setup I had my little 4-foot on and I could put out for the shade, but I don't have that now because I was banking on the 270. So, but it is what it is. We'll figure it out. I'm gonna get a shower and everything, and we'll go from there. So I'll see y'all here in a little bit. So I decided to come sit in the river. A little bit chilly, but not bad. Right up there is the truck. Maybe y'all can see that. Right there. There's the river behind me. So yeah, we're just chilling. Listening to music. Really nothing else to do. God, I gotta shave. This looks horrible. Yeah, just chilling. Relaxing. I don't know if anybody's coming or not. I talked to Tyler and his old lady Tiffany. They said they might come, but who knows. So we'll wait and see. Just thought I'd give y'all an update and let y'all see this beautiful river. So, alright, well, I guess we'll catch up in a little bit. Good morning, y'all. It's the next day. After I got out of the river, Tyler and Tiffany came, so we just chilled around the fire. I cooked some tacos, and then they didn't stay long. They stayed, I think, maybe 3 or 4 hours, and they left, or maybe not even that long. And I ended up just listening to music for a little while, and then I went to bed pretty early. But yeah, there's the truck when it's completely closed up. Super simple. That tent is a game changer as far as time compared to the other one. The other one was fast, but you know, I had to climb up on the tire to tuck this in and climb over here, and with this one you don't have to do any of that stuff. I mean, it's a little bit thicker of a tent, but by the time I got the awning on it and shower tent and all that stuff, it's really not all that big. And then I got my solar panel and roof rack back on it. That's what she looks like now. It'll look better once I get the 270 on him, because it'll take up some of that space that you see overall. Here it is from the front. As you can tell, it's not really all that bad with the roof rack and solar panel on it. There it is from this side. Here it is from the back. You can see it's kind of tall, but I've got some ideas for that gap between my bed rack and right there. I actually think I'm going to either build me some type of drawer system, or maybe just like a rifle case or two, so I have extra storage that'll slide in and out right there that I can take up and down. Started to put the ladder for the tent up there. Most people store the ladder up there, but my truck's so tall, I need the ladder to actually open the thing. I mean, of course, I can reach the latches, but I can't reach the bungee cord that's around it or anything else. So I took and just used a ratchet strap and stood the ladder up inside of its bag right there. You can't really see it from the outside, just like a black wall. It's right next to the water tank and propane. Shower tent worked great. I used it yesterday. It worked amazing. So yeah, that's the new setup. So I appreciate y'all watching, and if y'all have any questions or anything, or want to know anything about it as far as dimensions or any of that stuff, just let me know. And yeah, I guess we'll get ready and head out. I got some stuff to do today. I actually started to stay today again, just so I can chill in the river and stuff. But I got some stuff I got to take care of, and you know, the whole adulting stuff. So I got to go do that, and then yeah, may end up trying to do like a night camp this week because I have work. You know, I have to work during the week, but I'm gonna try to do like a short. Get off work, go find a camp real quick, camp that night, wake up and go back to work or something. So I'll bring you guys along, and yeah, there she is. It feels good to be back out. It's been a long time since I've been camping, and a long time since I've just been able to get out and get away from everything. So, all right, well, I appreciate y'all joining me, and like I said, if you have any questions or something, just let me know in the comments, and like always, until next time, y'all have a good one.